One who knows others are clever, and one who knows thyself is enlightened. Now, I don't know who quoted that, but shout out to them. To break that down, Red Cardinal. But to break that down, one who knows others are clever, which means if a person takes their time, their energy, and their intention to be in drama, be in someone else's business, figure out why this person's moving the way they're moving, and conserve all their energy to the why this and that of another, yes, that will make an individual clever with people, different people as well, because now that person has already analyzed and figured out and been in some stuff in order to know why people move the way they move. Now, I hope y'all didn't lose me. But one who knows thyself is enlightened, which means in the process of you figuring out who you are, you come in contact, in connection with the truth. Because in order to fully walk and fully know and understand who you are as a human being, as you are, it has to be true. It has to be true. So, now I'm not saying that the ones that are clever because they know other people are enlightened as well. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that it works with two different parts of your brain, two different parts of yourself, just a yin and a yang. Because now that person that knows others and that is clever works more with their logic point of view. Don't lose me. The one that knows others makes them clever, works more with their logic point of view, because now you're physically involved in what's going on. So now you're logically making your decisions and your choices. Don't lose me. Now for the one that operates in knowing thyself is enlightened, they operate from more of a subconscious point of view, as in we got a logic side of our left, and then we got a creative side of our right. So they operate more of their creative side, which is the subconscious side, because you can't fully be logical and know if you really don't know. How can you know self and make it logical if you're still learning self, if that makes sense? As in, you have to tap in within. You have to tap within in order to figure out and understand who you truly are. And once you tap in inside to figure out who you truly are and why you move and feel the way you move and feel, then you become enlightened on truth. All right. Okay. Don't lose me. Then you become enlightened on truth. Once you become enlightened in truth, now you're aware of certain situations. Same thing with the logic person, the person that knows others, which makes them clever. That they're tapped into their logic side, and it may be a little rough for them to tap in subconsciously, because now they already programmed this world into their conscience on how people and how things are supposed to be. If you continue to place yourself in a certain position constantly, then you're going to start believing that this is how it's supposed to be. So start believing that this is how it's supposed to be. If you continue if you continue to do the same routine over and over and over and over, that is your routine, and that's how it goes, and that's what you know. That's what you know. So we can't blame. There's no blame. It's just how things go. But it's up to us to reach within and be open to different changes, different outlooks, different possibilities. I just seen a video yesterday and it was crazy. I just seen a video yesterday and it was talking about how everyone doesn't have, the girl in the video was talking about how she doesn't have a inner voice. Now, mind you, I always thought it was normal to have a inner voice. That's why when people be like, oh, I'm just talking to myself. Like, you must be, you know what I mean? So I always believed that everyone had an inner voice, but she came and I think I'm gonna find it. It was on TikTok. I think I reposted it, but it was on TikTok, and she was just addressing how she did not have a inner voice, as in everything that she processed and everything that she did, she always processed it logically from what she was taught and what she experienced and what she learned. Okay, because again, enlightenment comes from experience. Okay, so we got the physical experience, and then we have the spiritual experience, the mental experience. So we can operate in one or the other, and we can operate in both. So that's why it's a lot of head bumping going on, because now things are starting to bloom. I should say things are starting to bloom. Things are starting to bloom. The ones that are here living this physical life, obviously we're all living a physical life, but you have people that tap in physically with the world, and you got others that tap in spiritually, mentally, whatever with the world. So we're all living in this world physically, but we're all living this physical world differently, if that makes sense. So don't lose me. So in the process of one living in this world and learning this world through experience, that brings them enlightenment physically and logically. That brings them enlightenment, because once you live in this world and been hurt and been robbed or stole or went to jail, now you're living in this physical world, and now it's going to logically teach you how to operate in this physical world. Don't lose me. So take yourself out the logic way of how this world is ran. Now, that's when you start seeking within, so you can be in control of how you see this world, as in you do not have to see this world in black and white. Now it's up to you to see this world out your two own eyes and reprogram your mind into how this world is supposed to look for you. So that's why some people say that some people say that this world is hell. This world is hell. But it's what you make it. 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 Boredom is a state of mind. It's what you make it. So even a different area, I kid you not. When I got into my little and I moved to North Carolina and stuff went downhill, I kid you not, I moved into these places that I never would have thought I would ever live in my life. I kid you not. I went downhill. Physically, I went downhill. And I'm just looking around like, Lord, this is where you want me? Paint chipping off the walls, floor staring, cracked and broken down. Things look like they've been rigged up and not fixed up. And I'm just, Lord, this is where you want me? So be it. I apologize for my complaining. And being judgmental of this situation, but I'm thankful to have a roof over my head. I'm thankful to be in a safe area. I'm thankful to be able to wake up, take a shower. You know, I'm thankful. Even though the situation in the area was not good, and I prayed and I cried because I'm just like, oh, I literally physically went downhill. So now I gotta rebuild myself and now I gotta reprogram my mind because I can't look at this situation like, oh yeah, you I can't look at this situation in negative eyes. I can't look at the situation that I was put in a negative mindset, because if I look at it in a negative mindset, all I'm doing to myself is bringing myself negative things. So I must be thankful for the position that I am in, even though it's not physically what I am used to. I have to be thankful for the position that I am in, because it could be worse. It could be worse. It could have been worse. And others had it worse and got it worse. So who am I to complain because the area and the situation that I'm in, I'm not used to? Now I got to reprogram my mind and retrain how I maneuver, because this is unfamiliar. This is unfamiliar. This is unfamiliar. And it's that. It's that where I stopped working logically. Now I gotta tap in creatively, because I'm just like, okay, well, it's not where you at, but it's what you make, which, you know, where you're at, you know? It's not what you got, but it's what you make up out what you got, you know? So now I gotta tap in logically to figure things. I gotta tap in creatively to figure things out, because logically it's not making sense. It's not making sense logically. This is not where I want to be. You know, I came from here to here. This is not adding up. Should I move here? Should I do this? Like, maybe I should. Logically, it's not adding up. But creatively, just to sit back and just say, okay, I'm here for a reason. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a reason. So now I got to figure out what that reason is. I can still do the same thing wherever I go, because it's not the places that I go is what I bring to the places, you know? So now I really got to sit down and really analyze the situation, because I got to make it to the best of me. I got to make it out to the best of me. And it went from there. So that's why I say people who know others are clever, because they know how to maneuver. They can read how certain people maneuver within this world, because this world is messed up. And those who live of this world, yes, you will understand and you will operate, and you will pinpoint how different individuals move and how things are done. And that's y'all enlightenment. That's educating y'all. That's like the so-called, you got the street smart, physical. You got the book smart, the physical. You know what I mean? So it's different smarts to different physical things. And then you got the people that are enlightened smart, inner smart. That's tapped into something that's unknown smart. You know, but everybody can tap into the unknown. And also everybody can tap into the physical. But we all know our own, you know, routine. So, you know, this world, this physical world is, I got to see it to believe it type world. And that's why a lot of people that live in this physical 3D world have to see it to believe it, because this world is a logical world. That's why anything spiritual has to be backed up behind something scientifical, because science is the unknown to the 3D physical world. Without science, then how can a person logically break things down that's unseen? You know what I mean? To make an understanding. Show me receipts. You know what I mean? So science helped that. Science is that border from the unknown to the known world, and that's it. Take away science is unknown. So in this physical world, people are more like, I gotta see it to believe it. But those who are tapped in and know that this world is more than just a 3D, it's a 4D and a 5D, the unseen, then it's hard for a person to break down and show you what's there but not there, if that makes sense. It's hard for a person to show you what you know, but that's unseen to you. So sometimes, every time, not even sometimes, every time, it's always in our face. It's always, we can always see it, but now we have to consciously become aware to see it. Like, okay, the subliminals in music, in movies, in child shows, they're there. You know, it's there because in order for something to be projected out there, it has to be in your face. It has to be in your face. Even for an example, what's her name? Doja Cat, the demon song. What is that? Something, I don't know, but y'all probably know. I don't know. But it's the Doja Cat song, and it I think it was like the demon song that she came out with, and everybody was just jumping on her back like, oh, it's the devil, she's the devil. Like, see, y'all corrupt. You know what I mean? And me personally, yeah, the video felt like I was watching a scary movie. I'm not gonna lie. But the song, out of everything that this world is throwing at this, is throwing us, y'all, the lyrics ain't even that. I heard worse. The lyrics ain't even that bad, but take the lyrics, something that's unseen, and put it with something seen, and now you gotta, you know, like, come on now, now you got something to feed on, so people can logically, you know what I mean, and I'm sorry, creatively and logically put things together, and that's because you got music. Music is something that's unseen. That's something that's internal. And then you got video. Video is something seen. That's something 3D. Put that together. Now it's up to you to make that own choice and your own decision and your own outcome on what you intake and what you see. You see? But it's hard for an individual to make a choice on something that they can't see, or that they don't have a intake on. You see? So that's why this world is more, I have to see it to believe it, because in order for me to have a intake on it, I have to physically see it so I can logically process it. If that makes sense. Don't lose me if that makes sense. Come on now. So that's why we have to reprogram our minds and tap in subconsciously, because a lot of things within this world is unseen. It's changing. So 1 + 1 don't even equal 2 no more. No, I think, it was the times. No. 1 × 1. I think he said 1 time. Is it 1 time? Something like that. I'm gonna have to look it up. It was something like that. But it don't even equal the same no more. Like, math is changing. Things are shifting. So things are not even logically making sense no more. So that's allowing people to start tapping in to another aspect of how things are done. Because if it's not logically making sense to the logical people, we can't sit back and call y'all crazy now, can we? Now y'all got to start tapping into something that's unseen, that hasn't really been spoken about, because this world is a see it to believe it. I mean, and that's just it. So tap in, stay tapped in, and just know you got to seek self. You got to seek within you in order to know truth, because this world is not true, and what we've been and how we've been perceived, how this world perceived us, is not true, and how and how and what they taught us and showing us is not true. Y'all heard Glorilla's song? Dang, I'm bad with names, but y'all can help me. Y'all heard Glorilla's song? How it go? Watch out for them internet trolls. They be trying to satisfy them internet goals. All right, so we already know that this world is a lie. We can't even trust what we see on social media. You know what I mean? You gotta double check Google. Look something up on Google. They told me. I felt like I was about to die. Until I looked it up again. So physically, you can't trust everything you see. Physically, you can't trust everything you see. That's why you must seek within. Regardless of anything. You know, even church, they always say, always seek for self. Always seek for yourself. I'm not saying your pastor's bad or, your church is bad. No, but always seek for yourself, your own understanding, because your pastor is still human first. You know what I mean? Your church is all still human first. So we must seek within in order to really understand that understanding, So don't always believe what you see. Do your own research behind things. Understand that be who you want to be. Live how you want to live. Like what she say? She funny, but she herself. She her authentic self, and I just gotta respect that. That definitely being in the media's eye, because we always try to be something we not. Who say we gotta look like this and talk like this and drive this and live like this to be somebody. This world, and that's why you should not believe everything you see. Like who says you gotta be a certain age to work? Who says you gotta be a certain age to go to college? Who says you gotta be a certain age to start driving? Who says you gotta be a certain age to buy a house? Like, who says these things? Who says these things? If you want a car, get you a car. I know people that don't like driving and don't got cars. Me, I like to. I need to get around how I want to get around. So. But different stuff for different folks. Like who sets these limitations on things to make us stress out? Like, oh, I don't got this, so you know what I mean? Like, live, like do you. If you want a car, go get you a car. If you want a job, go get you a job. If you don't want to work, don't work. But then that's on you, so pay your bills. You know what I mean? Like, you don't got to do what this world, what society is stating normal. Do you? You just looking at everybody and you like, dang, like, I got to look like this to be that. I gotta walk like this to be that. I got to speak like this to be that. Cool. Be you. Being you is the gift. This world's not the gift. You're the gift in the world. So being you and you with this world, that's you. You got people that rap, you got people that dance, you got people that do all of that. And that's what they do. That's what they want to do, and that's fine. Me, I want to tap into people. I want to heal people internally. But physically, I play basketball, I work out. I eat. I go hiking. I run with my dogs, what else? Like, I do things physically. I enjoy to do things physically, hobbies, but that's not my passion. So kudos to the ones that really paint. That's their passion. Kudos to the ones that really rap and dance. That's their passion. I dance too, but it's my expression. It's not something that I'm seeking and going to school for. It's just a hobby. It's something I do. I write poetry. Something I do when I get in my feelings, Like, that's not my go-to. Like, put me in the studio, I support you. I'ma support you. Like, yo, that was, yo, like, I'm a supporter. Like, you know what I mean? You twerk. Like, I don't twerk. I'm more like a, I do my little, my little whine, my little two-step, my little, my little jig, my little bounce. But I don't twerk. There's so them folks. But if you're the twerker, I will hype you up. I will hype you up. Because I know my position. I know my position. I know what I can do. You know what I mean? And I can, but I won't. It ain't me. It ain't me. You know? But I will definitely hype those in that position up. Because I support that. You know? I like fun. I like genuineness. I like being you. You know? So why not? I don't even gotta know you to hype you up. If I like what you're doing, hype, you know? and that's just me. So at the end of the day, be you. Be you. Be you. One that knows others are clever, but one that knows thyself is enlightened. Peace.